The thing is with being that girl, it's too perfect. Hot take. I don't know why I'm always wearing hoodies in these videos, but anyway. Oh, why is my camera kind of? Ooh, okay. Point is, so as you saw from the title, I think that girl trend, it's not completely toxic, but it's toxic. And I'll tell you why. Because being that girl isn't really being you, or being me, I should say. And like I always say in the disclaimer, these are entirely my opinions. If you want to listen, thanks. But really and truly, so my first thing was when I actually tried being that girl. Like I tried it, so don't worry. I actually sat down and tried it. It was good. And the thing is with being that girl, it's too perfect. Like I think us basing our lives off of a 8-second trend is a little crazy. And it might not be 8 seconds, it might be an 11-minute vlog, it might be a 15-minute vlog, but at the end of the day, basing our lives or basing our routines off of this quote-unquote aesthetic that we cannot achieve, like we physically cannot achieve every day, I think that one, it's just, I mean, yeah, I can't, it's making me as an overthinker want to be perfect. Like I want every morning to drink my water and get a green juice and to go to the gym and then to come back home and then to sit on my couch and meditate and journal and do all of this, which is great. But I think we need to create our own routines focused on how we are. And you don't have to be that girl, you can just be you. Does that make sense? Like I feel like we always like make the conversation about individuality and being completely authentic, but being that girl isn't really authentic because you're making it up around this trend. And you know what, sometimes I do see girls and I feel like she's giving that girl, and I get it. That's why I get what that girl emulates, and I get what it is as a figure to say like women come together and put your self-care first, put your love for yourself first, focus on the things that you need to continue to grow, and that's great. But that's not the thing, that is not the same for everyone. Like people come at me for drinking Coca-Cola, that's me, that's that girl for me. That Coca-Cola be hitting, which a lot of people don't see. I mean, obviously it's probably not the best for you, it's probably not the healthiest, but that's my form of wellness. That's my form of, I mean, a lot of people might think this is crazy, but like Warren Buffett, he has like a Coke a day, and I'm just like, Coca-Cola. But I just love Coca-Cola, and I think sometimes if you give yourself that same thing, like Coca-Cola is to me what green juice is to the model that girl. And I mean, I love green juice. I had Joe and juice the other day, and it was pretty fire. Yeah, it was the cucumber, pineapple, and I think lemon juice. I don't remember what it's called though. It was pretty good. But at the end of the day, I just feel like it's kind of taking a turn to being toxic. So back with my resources again, and this one is kind of weird because it was on a Fitbit blog, and I was just like saying they have it. It's a good read, and you should look through it and see how it is. Like it says, how can you avoid the pitfalls of this trend? Which is, remember that wellness is subjective. Like I was saying, like it's just very, like you cannot just base your life off of where that girl came from, especially when one, Pilates is freaking expensive. Like Pilates is literally in Oklahoma. I went to Club Pilates, I went to an intro class, and it was like, it's $112 for a membership. I was like, bro, are you crazy? Are you serious? I'm not doing that. Cycling is a little bit more moderate. It's not too bad. Cycling is not too bad. Probably like $15 a class if you go to a nice small business. But even so, like for college students, for college women, for women who don't have the opportunities to sit at home and create content all day, for women who work 9 to 5 and then come home and make content, for women with kids, like it's just not, it's not a one size fits all trend. It's really a one size trend. And I think you have to do what's best for you. I mean, whether that's like running is free, but everybody's not in a safe space where they can run. So that girl is very subjective. It's very, like, it's necessary that you have to shape it around you and make it, I can't say that you, because that sounds, that sounds gross. It's not trendy, it's not cute, but yeah, you can be that girl and still you. Okay, that's basically what I'm getting down to. Also, like, there's a sense I feel like now lately people have been talking about it and saying, like, yes, being that girl is great, but you also have to remember that you need rest, and that rest can look like so many different things. Like me, y'all saw me in previous vlogs. When I am sad, I close all my doors and my windows, I turn off all the lights, and I watch Scooby-Doo. That is my rest, okay? And I might do it for too long. Maybe 5 days is too much. I just did that like 5 days ago. And maybe it is a bit too much if you do it for 5 days. Yeah, you have to pull yourself out of that trench. But I still think it's recommended that you do whatever is your form of rest. Don't think that you have to be out here non-stop, go, 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 being that girl. Because Starbucks purchases add up. Green juice purchases add up. And you can spend your money somewhere elsewhere investing in yourself, still being that girl with cheaper options. So don't fall into like the trend and doing exactly what these that girls are doing. Because I mean, I saw a TikTok where this girl was like, she's like, which she was that girl. Let me just tell you, she was that girl. She was driving a Mercedes Benz, and she was going to Pilates, and she had her breakfast, and it was beautiful, and her apartment gorgeous, and her dog beautiful. And it's just like, why can't I have that? Why don't I have that perfect that girl life? And as soon as you get into that sense of comparison, then things start to take a left, and what they meant to be motivating and inspiring has changed into this dark space where you just wish that you could have what they have. Or me. Let me just preface this. I'm talking about me. So yeah, then it was talking about progress and not perfectionism, which is something that I talked about a little earlier. It's just like, focus on the progress. Like, you're getting closer and closer to being that girl and you every day. So don't really too much focus on like what it means to be that girl. I know a lot of people also was talking about like the fact that it was just creating unrealistic standards for an everyday life for someone like a regular Joe Schmo or Joe Jane or Schmo Jane, I don't know, but it's just making unrealistic like, what is that? Okay, so it's making like unrealistic standards for people. And honestly, my life is not together all the time. Shoots, every TikTok I see, your life is always together. Like, my life is not always together. So I need someone who like ain't also always together, so that I can know that my life is also like their life. But you know, I digress. But that is the reason why I think that girl trend is not holistically toxic, but can lead to a lot of toxic behaviors and thoughts from girls that aren't necessarily the fit for that girl's standards. Yeah, so I mean, it really depends. It depends on you. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. I'm definitely not that girl. I wish every day that I could be, or that I was. When my locks come through, ooh, that girl. But see, that's a completely different thing, because most that girls are and don't look like me. But I digress. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I look forward to the next rant with you. Okay.